Hey guys, Kevin from TruGreen Energy here. Thank you for requesting your free quote with TruGreen Energy. We're more than happy to do that for you. Somebody's going to be contacting you right away, and we're going to schedule a time for one of our energy consultants to come out to your house, take some pictures and measurements so that we could design a solar system for you. We'll get that info back to our in-house electrical engineers, and we'll get that to you free of charge. If you're seeing this video and you haven't gotten a free quote yet or requested a free quote, go to TruGreenEnergy.com or call 1-833-TG-SOLAR and we'll get that process started for you right away. Let's dive into it. So I want to give you some key points to take away so that you have a little bit better understanding of how solar works, how the net metering program works. I'm going to tell you a little bit about TruGreen Energy. We're going to talk about the utility rates, past, present, and future. And then we're going to take a look at what solar is all about. I'll give you an example of a net metering bill and all that good stuff. TruGreen Energy, we're SaskPower efficiency partners listed on their website as such. Our mission here in Saskatchewan is to shape a greener, more affordable future powered by renewable energy. We're locally owned. We're right here in Emerald Park, just outside of Regina. We're Saskatchewan's largest solar company. We're installing a ton of solar panels right now. On average, we're doing about 7 solar systems a week. We're one of the fastest growing companies in the industry in the entire country. Now, why are so many people investing in solar here in Saskatchewan? We have to talk about the utility rate. Since 2001, it has gone from 7 cents a kilowatt hour to just under 15 cents a kilowatt hour. We've had some pretty significant increases in the last 5 years. Now, it's important to note that going forward, we're factoring in a 5.5% increase in the utility rate. But as it stands right now, we're already the second most expensive place to buy your electricity in the entire country. The only place that pays more for their electricity than us, Halifax, Nova Scotia. So if we continue that trend going forward and we see a 5.5% increase, that means in 20 years from now, in 2038, we're going to be paying 32 cents a kilowatt hour. What we want to do with solar is essentially lock your power rate in at a cheaper rate. Now we take a look at our solar system and it has a guaranteed energy production given the right amount of sunlight hours over a 25-year period. We take how much energy we're going to produce over that 25-year period, divide it by the price of the system. We see that we're locking people in for about 8 to 10 cents a kilowatt hour. That would be like going back 10 years and locking your fuel price in for 80 cents a liter. We'd look like geniuses right now. That's what we want to do for solar and save you against those rate hike increases. Now, Saskatchewan, southern Saskatchewan in particular, #1 place in Canada for solar potential. We get the most amount of sunlight hours in the entire country. We're going to reduce our carbon footprint. We're still burning coal here in Saskatchewan. We got to get away from that. By 2045, we want to be totally renewable. The average solar system will eliminate 200 tons of CO2 from the environment. It'll be the equivalent of not burning almost 100 tons of coal, recycling 635 tons of waste, or removing almost 650,000 kilometers from the highway. Now, I had mentioned that TruGreen's the largest solar company in the province. We have a few advantages we like to bring up that we feel helped us get there. #1, and most importantly, we have in-house electrical engineers on staff who design all of our systems. #2, our install team, run by journeyman electricians, CSA approved journeyman electrician. They all run their own crews. They'll do the panels and the wiring portion of the install for you. We have roofing professionals on staff that do the racking portion of the install. So it's a 2-day process. The racking will get installed, the solar panels and the wiring will be done after that, and then we call in for a SaskPower inspection. Everyone who comes to your house is a TruGreen employee. Nothing is subcontracted out. A great advantage is having the ability to track not only your energy consumption inside the house, but your solar production as well. So you're going to get an app that's downloadable on your phone, your tablet. You can access the website. And on a daily basis, you're going to be tracking on a live, updated app that's going to track your solar production throughout the day and your energy consumption in the house. You could generate weekly and monthly reports and see what your solar system's been doing. We have access to all of our customer solar systems as well for any troubleshooting needs. Advantage #5, I had mentioned it before, our solar consultants are going to come out to your house, either myself or one of the other consultants. We'll give you some more info and we'll take some pictures and measurements so that we can accurately design a solar system for your needs. So how does your solar system work? For today, we're going to be talking about the net metering program. There's two main components to your solar system: the panels themselves and the inverter. All solar panels produce DC energy. We use AC, so the power needs to be inverted. So here's how it works. The sun will hit your solar panels. As it's producing power, it will instantly be inverted so that we could use it in the house. Whatever is drawing power during the day will be powered from your solar panels. Any excess energy goes back onto the grid. Now, when you go solar, you have to get a new bidirectional meter with SaskPower. And right now, your SaskPower meter just ticks forward. It just goes one way. We need the bidirectional meter that in the summertime, when you're banking credits, it will be turning backwards. That's what we want to see. So for every kilowatt hour that you put on the grid, you'll get a credit for a kilowatt hour regardless of the price of electricity. So let's take a look at what a net metering bill will actually look like. So when we look at the SaskPower bill here, we have two new sections that weren't on your bill previously. We have electricity consumed, but we also have electricity generated. So this customer here, in a summer month, June to July, consumed 573 kilowatt hours. In that same period, they generated 726 kilowatt hours that went back onto the grid, and they got a credit for that. Up in the top right corner, we see that they had a leftover credit of 156.28 kilowatt hours. If we look at those two highlighted lines, previously generated electricity. So from April, May, and June, he's already banked 261 credits. And now net electrical consumption, we have 414 kilowatt hours in the bank, and he's going to continue to bank these credits throughout the summertime so that in the winter, when we're not producing as much as we need to use, we use up those credits from the previous bank. Now, the goal is by the end of March, start of April, we should be pretty close to net zero. The only thing that we can't eliminate from your bill is your basic monthly charge. So take a look at your most recent SaskPower bill. There'll be a basic monthly charge on there. That's the only thing we can't eliminate. Common question, what about snow? We account for a little bit of snow coverage. At the end of the day, the solar panels are a fairly slippery surface, and the snow is going to slide off for the most part. If there is a little bit of snow buildup overnight, when the sun comes up, it'll heat the panels up, a couple of degrees, and that snow will just slide off. So bottom line, we don't recommend that any of our customers go up on their roof and brush off the snow. Again, we do account for a little bit of snow coverage in our quotes. What about wind or hail? Hail is a common question. These panels are tested and rated for hail. Let's watch this video here, guys, and I'll walk you through it as they do some testing on all Tier 1 panels. So here, international requirement is that golf ball size hail shot at these solar panels at 50 miles an hour, and the panels need to be able to withstand that. That's the international requirement. All Tier 1 panels are going to go through that, which we're using for your solar system. They take it one step further and they recreate the worst hailstorm ever. You can see how fast they shoot these guys, all the way up to 262 miles an hour. If we have some neighborhood kids throwing their baseballs, hockey pucks, anything like that, no problem at all, they can withstand that. Now, solar panels are also weight rated, so if there is some snow buildup on your roof or anything like that, they need to be able to handle the weight. The weight restriction is 113 pounds per square foot, which you can see is quite strong, as we have two people standing on it. He's going to take a jump on it right here, and you can see the flex in the solar panels. Built to last. We're going to take it one step further here. They're going to drive this Mini Cooper right on top of the solar panels, no problem at all. That's right, they're not done. And if you thought that wasn't impressive because the Mini Cooper is a small car, here's a 1 or a half-ton truck. They're driving up there, no problem at all. Physically, they're going to last a lifetime. All solar panels have a 25-year manufacturer warranty on them. What does the manufacturer warranty cover? It covers the energy production. At the end of the day, that's what we care about most. Solar panels have natural wear and tear on them. So every single year, solar panels will produce 0.5% less energy than the year before. Okay, easy way to look at that is 20 years from now, it'll be producing 90% of the energy it produced in year one. In 25 years, the manufacturer warranty states that will be producing 87% of the energy they produced on year one, given the same amount of sunlight hours. The best thing about solar panels, zero maintenance. No moving parts. Once they're up on the roof, you don't have to worry about them. You're going to be tracking them on your app. You're going to see the kilowatt hours on your net metering bill. And there's zero maintenance to go along with that. So sit back and let those solar panels collect the energy from the sun. Now we have a couple of customer testimonials. We got, like I say, there's lots of your neighbors already taking advantage of the sunshine out there. Blaine and Vivian say that all the employees that came by their place were great to work with, privileged working with, local company, and they had a great experience. Again, nothing subcontracted out, so everyone who comes to your house is going to be a TruGreen employee. Jason says installation was a breeze, so we'll take care of all the necessary paperwork and all the application process with SaskPower, and we'll get that new bidirectional meter installed for you. You just sit back and let us do our thing. A SaskPower inspector comes by Gary's place here, and he says, awesome job. Obviously the guys knew what they were doing. We like to hear that. Every job has to be inspected by SaskPower before the switch can be flicked on so that you can start generating power and banking your credits. Here's a quick shot of our installs in the Regina area. You can see that a lot of your neighbors out there are already taking advantage of the sun. We are all across the province, and we'll be more than happy to come out to you wherever you are. You just give us a call or go to our website. We make investing in solar easy. So we have in-house financing, and we like to say if you can afford your power bill, you can afford to go with a TruGreen Energy system. Now the terms on that, it's a zero down option with very affordable monthly payments. The terms are 2.99% interest. That interest rate's locked in for the first 5 years on a 15-year loan. No penalties to pay out at the back. If you want to pay in lump sums and get it paid off, you can totally do that. Plus, on top of that, we're going to be getting 20% back from SaskPower. It's a temporary incentive from SaskPower. It's based on the system size. We'll figure out what that rebate is going to be for you. We'll apply for it, and you're going to have a check show up from SaskPower about 2 months after you install. And finally, an added bonus, an increase in your home value. There's a national average of every property that goes solar that they increase in value between 2 to 5%. Just an added bonus for you there. So what are the next steps, guys? Someone's going to be in contact with you right away. We're going to set up that appointment. One of our energy consultants is going to come out. If you have any more questions, we'll be more than happy to answer them for you there. We're going to take some pictures and measurements, get that back to our team, and get your solar quote done for you. Thanks for taking the time, tuning into this video. Looking forward to seeing you shortly.